Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Fish Den 365. I'm Den Haring, and what if I were to tell you that there is a simple technology out there that can make you a better angler, that can help you catch more fish going forward? And what if I were to tell you that the technology that is there for you to use is simple and free? What is that technology? It's AI. And before you turn the video off, you may want to hang in there to just see how good it's becoming, because in a few seconds I'm going to show you on my computer how I used AI recently to get information to help me become a better angler. Now, there's a lot of AI tools out there these days. You have ChatGPT, and I've played with that in the past. It's okay. I've had some issues with it where it was inaccurate. None of them are perfect, but they're getting better. And I did a video on this maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, and since then it's gotten much better. I recently bought a new computer, and I have Microsoft Copilot is with this computer, and that's one of these AI tools. Now you can type in your questions or type in you're talking to it back and forth, but you can also set up the microphone to speak to it, and it speaks very well back and forth, and you'll see that in a few minutes here when we get the video started. And it's gotten better. I've tested it. One thing I've noticed is if you ask it the same question twice, many times it doesn't give you the same answer. And I don't know if it's because it thinks that it was wrong the first time. It's a little strange. And it's, like I said, it's not perfect, but it is quite good. It helped me. I'm going to be going on a fishing trip in April, and it's a lake I haven't fished before, and I actually got a lot of good information about it by asking Copilot. So this is something that the better your questions, the better you can think about and speak your question, the better answers you'll get. You want to give specific questions, and that way you'll get more specific answers. And usually what I like to do is I'll start by a general question, and then I'll dig deeper, kind of like peeling an onion, getting deeper and deeper into what I'm trying to capture by communicating with this AI tool. Now, in this video, you'll see me asking several questions, and it wasn't perfect, like I said, but it was quite good. One thing that happened I noticed was I was asking about where I could fish for striped bass that's close to home, and when I asked about New Jersey, it gave me Spruce Run Reservoir, which is legitimate. That's a great lake for hybrid stripers, but it also gave me Round Valley Reservoir, which today I don't believe is managed for stripers of any kind. It used to be. I believe there used to be hybrid stripers and a management program there. And that's probably where AI was pulling this from, some older database or from some older information. So you have to be able to verify what you're being told, because like I said, sometimes it's not accurate, but most of the time, 95% of the time, in my experience, or at least 90%, it's accurate and very good information. So let's take you there now and you can see for yourself. Okay, so we are now recording. I have an AI tool called Copilot that I'm going to be communicating with during this video. Copilot, would you like to say hello?
Hey there, fellow anglers. Excited to dive into the world of fishing with a sprinkle of AI magic.
All right, so just as an example about how Copilot can be used to help us as anglers, I'm going to ask Copilot some questions, and the better our questions, the better the information that we'll get and the better we'll become at fishing. So the first thing is, Copilot, list for me some of the best soft plastic lures for smallmouth bass.
Dennis, for smallmouth bass, check out the Zoom Super Fluke, K-Tech Easy Shiner, and the Yamamoto Senko. They're versatile and proven to attract those smallies.
Can you name 5 more?
Sure thing. Try the Zoom Super Fluke, K-Tech Easy Shiner, Yamamoto Senko, Strike King Rage Swimmer, and Berkeley Powerbait Minnow. All solid picks for smallmouth bass.
Give me 5 additional soft plastic lures for smallmouths.
Add these to your list. Roboworm Straight Tail, Z-Man Finesse TRD, Missile Baits D-Bomb, Strike King Dream Shot, and the Netbait Packer Craw. These lures are known for tempting smallmouths.
And what would you say are the top 10 soft plastic lures for largemouth bass?
For largemouth bass, go for these top 10. Zoom Trick Worm, Yamamoto Senko, Berkeley Power Worm, K-Tex Swing Impact, Strike King Rage Craw, Robo Worm Straight Tail, Zoom Super Fluke, Netbait Packer Craw, Yum Dinger, and the Big Bite Baits Creature Bait. These are all proven winners on the water.
Okay, I'm planning a trip to Lake Nakamixin in very early spring. Where should I fish, and what baits do you recommend?
By early spring, target the shallow coves on the north side as the water warms up there first. Bring jerkbaits, crankbaits, and jigs for the bass. They'll be looking to feed as they move into those warmer shallows.
Can you name any specific crankbaits I should be throwing?
Definitely. Try the Strike King KVD 1.5 Square Bill, Rapala DT Series, and the Bomber Model A. These crankbaits have a great reputation for hooking bass.
Okay, let's change gears. Let's say that I would like to go striper fishing. I live in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Can you tell me some fisheries that are close by, within a few hours, that are good striper fisheries?
Sure, Dennis. Lake Wallenpaupack, about an hour and a half drive from Allentown, is a prime spot for striper fishing. Another option is Beltsville Lake, also within a 2-hour radius, known for its striped bass population. Both offer great opportunities within a short drive.
What other options are there?
You could try Blue Marsh Lake near Reading, PA, about an hour's drive from Allentown, or head to the Delaware River, which has spots along its course known for striper fishing. Both are within a couple of hours and offer solid chances for a good cat.
What about in nearby New Jersey?
In New Jersey, Spruce Run Reservoir is a popular spot for striper fishing, just over an hour from Allentown.
Let's talk about Beltsville Lake in Carbon County, a lake that you mentioned as being a good striper lake.
Beltsville Lake is indeed a gem for striper fishing. Located in Carbon County, it's known for its clear waters and abundant fish population. It's stocked with striped bass, attracting anglers looking for a challenge. The lake's structure, with its coves and points, creates ideal conditions for stripers.
What method, lure, and techniques do you recommend for catching stripers in Beltsville Lake?
For Beltsville Lake, trolling is a popular method. Use deep diving crankbaits or live bait like aloeves or shad. Jigging with bucktail jigs or soft plastic swim baits can also be effective. Focus on early morning or late evening when stripers are most active.
What should I do at Beltsville if I see the stripers busting bait on the surface?
When you see stripers busting bait on the surface at Beltsville, quickly cast topwater lures like poppers or walking baits into the frenzy. Retrieve them with quick, erratic motions to mimic injured baitfish, which can trigger aggressive strikes from the stripers. Exciting action.
What specific lures do you recommend for that?
For topwater action when stripers are busting, try using lures like the Hedon Super Spook, Rebel Popar, or Yozuri Hydro Pencil. Their splash and noise can effectively imitate distressed baitfish, drawing in those hungry stripers.
So you can see our whole conversation is available here. Everything we talked about is kept on record, and you can erase that, but it's nice to have as a reference to go back about what details that you talked about in the conversation. Well, as you can see, I thought the program gave me some good answers. It's easy to talk to back and forth, and you have a record of the conversation in written language, which is kind of nice. You could erase that if you want so that it's not available, but you can keep that for your references as well. You could take that and probably transport it over to a Word document if you wanted to keep that information or start logging the information that you get. But this is just an easy tool to use because You don't have to go and get onto Google or get onto these different search engines and type all this stuff in. You just tell the AI what you want, and it's so fast in its response. It's amazing. And there are, and this one is free, but there are other ones that you can pay for that, from my understanding, they're even better still if you're willing to pay a monthly fee. They're quite amazing what they can do, including creating images for you and that kind of thing. That's my video for today. I hope you found it interesting at least, and maybe you can find a way to use this tool or a similar one like it to improve your fishing just like I'm doing. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and keep it tuned here because we'll be coming out with another video shortly. And if you would like to see a video where I was catching a lot of stripers in Beltsville Lake in 2024, take a look at this one right here. Until next time, be safe out there, hope to see you on the water, and as always, may God bless your fishing endeavors.